Good morning. My name is Prophet Seabird Zell. Welcome to another day of Bible Prophecy. Uh, Genesis, Part 1, the first book of Moses, Analyst. The reason I came up with this word analyst is go back over some of the things that I went through on Part 9 DVD. This is Part 10, 2010, Bible Prophecy. As you know, I'm making two recordings here. One is for the original DVD and one for to be placed on YouTube. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, I discussed about the first man, Adam and Eve. What Adam and his wife Eve, sorry about that. What I'm trying to do is, what I'm going to do here is take you where no other prophet or no other ministry have done. Because of the mindset of the peoples, most of them, they treasure money, fame, fortune, and pleasure in a substitute for the gospel of truth. And without the wisdom and the knowledge that God prepared for us, men err, many be lost. Let me get right to the point here. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth, and he created all things upon the earth for his pleasure and his pleasure only. He has spoken of throughout the revelations of the Bible concerning this matter that he will not give his pleasure, his glory to another. It belongs to him and only him. He commanded us in Bible prophecy and Bible scripture that we must serve him and serve him only. We do not suppose to serve the work of our own hand. We do not suppose to create or manufacture through boundaries. I'm going to put it like that. Molding images through foundries and engraving images through lathe machines where they create and manufacture things upon this earth, and where man worship these things that they make from the foundries, from the molding image, from the lathe machine, engraving and making such things that they will serve by way of technology. So this is where we are today in Bible prophecy. My discovery, God spoke to me last night, woke me up late last night, and he talked to me and told me to share these things with you, other peoples of the world. And he got me up, woke me up early, talked to me, and got me up early this morning and got me on my way to speak to the peoples of the world concerning the matter at hand. We have came to a dire situation where the return of Jesus is at hand, and he's coming back to judge this world. These are the quotations he told me to tell you. Speak to the peoples of the world concerning the matter at hand, and tell them that they may understand that they had a prophet among them. In these troubled times, men have veered off course and have gone in the direction of technology and knowledge obtained through universities, schooling, and all forms of that, trying to take and discard what is written in the scripture, but trying to steal that which God had planted for himself to be glorified. Men is glorifying himself with this matter. Let me begin by going over some of the replicas, what I did yesterday and a couple of days ago in part 9. This is part 10 on YouTube that I'm going to place on YouTube to show you and to reveal to you the things other preachers that is not going to do this. Genesis chapter 1. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowls of the air, and over the cows, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them. Let's stop right there. What does this tell us? It tells us if God created man in his own image, in his own likeness, and both male and female, it tells us the characteristics of this man, of his genetic image, that the angels of God could interbreed with these human beings because he was so much like God, even though he was not like God, but he was in the image of God, and through the characteristics of this creature that God had created, he created him in somewhat where the angels of God, which was male origin, could interbreed with the daughters of men. This is what it's telling us. We have to understand the wisdom. Now, and God blessed him and said, be fruitful and multiply. The first man was a black man, no doubt about it. He was created in somewhat with having a high pigment count in order that he may go into any parts of the earth and take and be keepers of the earth, upkeepers of the earth. Now, God gave this man dominion over the earth. This is what you got to understand. Now, let's go to the part here where God told that man to not pursue the way of knowledge. Because if the man take off the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, he gonna discover something about the earth that was gonna lead him into temptation, and through that temptation he was gonna create something to destroy himself. Adam, Eve, taking off the fruit, which symbolically is the mindset of the earth. She found that it was good and to make her wise. She began to become wise when she took off the fruit of that tree. The tree was used symbolically as a device to let us know that we shouldn't take and eat off the fruit of knowledge, that we should not take and pursue the way of technology. But God gave it to us in the form of a tree, in the midst of a garden. Genesis chapter 2, after the man had taken and eaten of this tree, God cursed him because he had to talk to the man through these symbols and through symbolically to take us to an era that he had traveled before time and he had seen us in the time. Now let me tell you this part here. God counted everything in the earth,